My name is Uche Ezechi and welcome to the Irresistible Students Coaching video blog, where we help you understand your value, develop yourself so that you can become irresistible and you're able to turn your career aspirations into a reality. In a sense, as I always say, when you're irresistible, the dream job offer that you're looking for, that you want, is almost a byproduct, because every organization, every employer wants students that are irresistible. And you are so valuable, you don't even begin to know. And I hope more and more, as we spend more and more time together, the sense of value or how valuable you are will become more of a reality, in a sense, in your mind. Okay, today we're going to be talking about interviews. How you can ensure that when you do get an interview opportunity, you're able to turn that around and make sure that becomes a full-time job offer or an internship job offer. To begin with, I want to just say very simply, do not lose the battle before you get to the interview. What do I mean? A lot of students are so ridden with fear before they get to the interview, and I would wish I saw them before just to say, you know what, you're probably most better off if you call them and tell them, I can't make it today, for whatever reason. Because when you go for the interview, because you are so afraid and because you are so ridden with fear, you mess it up. Why? You think of every bad thing that could possibly happen. What if I forget what I need to say? What if I don't have the answer to a question? What if they ask me a question and I totally mess it up? All of those are possibilities. But you know what is also a possibility? What if you go fantastically well? What if they ask you all the questions that you've prepared for, as you should be preparing, right? What if they ask you questions that, and you give them answers that are so fantastic in the interviewer's mind, they think they must have you. They think you are absolutely irresistible. So don't go there afraid. Don't go there losing the battle before you get there. For every negative outcome that could possibly happen, there is also a positive outcome. So focus on the positives. Your attitude is affected by it. Your attitude is, in a sense, your expectation about outcomes. So when you have the right positive expectations, you have a better attitude. You come across as more enthusiastic, more passionate. So don't lose the battle on that ground, first off. Second of all, a lot of students go there and they think to themselves, well, there may be other students who are better than me, other students who are more qualified than me, other students who have more experience than me. Again, don't do yourself a disservice. Obey this one fundamental rule. When you get called for an interview, you have exactly the same chance as everybody else. I'll repeat that for emphasis. When you get called for an interview, you have exactly the same chance as everybody else. I know this because I've been interviewed and I've also interviewed and recruited for many years, right? And once I get a student to come for an interview, I, to an extent, care less what their application is like. The application is the first hurdle. And irrespective of whether you go to an average university and you're going to be interviewing with students that go to the best universities in the world, it's irrelevant. At the interview stage, all of you have equal opportunity. And so don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't think there will be students with better grades than you. Don't think there will be students who go to a better university. Don't think that there will be students who have more experience than you. Think of the simple truth. You all have an equal chance right now because you've all been called to the same interview, right? No one is running a charity. They're not going to call you for an interview because they want to just see what you're like. No, they're hoping, and they are truly hoping, that you're going to be the student that they are looking for. How cool is that? How much of a change in mindset is that? For you to go to the interviewer with the mindset that they're actually hoping that you're going to be the student that they're looking for. Okay? So those two fundamental things, right? Don't lose the interview, or don't lose the battle for the interview. Don't lose the battle before you actually get to the interview. Okay? That's it. That's the first thing. Second of all, presentation. You see, I didn't think I'll be sharing this point, but I have been scarred too many times to not share this point. This is a simple rule. Before you open your mouth, before you say anything to anyone, be it in a networking event or in an interview, they already have an opinion of you. You haven't said anything. You haven't even said, hello, hi, my name is Uche and I go to X university. No, you haven't said anything at all. But they already have an opinion of you. Why? Just by the way you're looking. When you go to an interview, there's no excuse. You need to look sharp. You need to look good. You need to look your best. You need to already look the part that you are applying for, the part that the part of the job that you are already trying to get into. Okay? Business colors are the best. Simple, blue suit, gray suit, black suit. Stick to those three colors and you honestly cannot go wrong. And same applies for ladies. That can be a trouser suit or a skirt suit. Guys are not going to be wearing skirt suits now, are they? So trouser suit or a skirt suit for the ladies. And please, knee-length skirt, please. For the ladies in particular, not a size too big, not a size too small. Just your right size, okay? I'm trying to be as politically correct as possible. And you know, when it comes to shirt tie combinations, keep it simple again. White shirt and a simple plain color tie. Sky blue shirt, plain colored shirts are probably the best. You know, you don't want to go risky. And the reason I'm sharing this point is because I've seen some very scary combinations. I mean, one day I was interviewing. A guy came into the interview room. He was wearing a black suit, first rule obeyed, white shirt, second rule obeyed, and a white tie. Who wears a white tie to an interview? It really annoyed me. And unfortunately for him, I couldn't say no because he was actually truly an exceptional, outstanding, in a sense, irresistible student. Another student was wearing a brown suit and a brown shirt. Another student wore a black shirt. You don't do things like that, right? So remember, before you open your mouth, I have already made my opinion of you. So look good, look sharp. Look in the mirror before you step into the room. Go to the bathroom look into the mirror. Make sure you are impeccably dressed. Nothing is out of place, and don't let that count against you. The second point, and what makes a lot of students fall down, is knowledge, quite simply. A lot of students simply don't know their stuff. I cannot stress this point enough. A lot of students come to the interview room and it's quite clear that they're blabbing. Two things for you. One, I've been a student before and I've blabbed in interviews. And two, I've interviewed for many years. And so has most of the other interviewers who organizations send to interview. And so we know when you are blabbing. What that does is to irritate us. And I say that with a smile. It irritates us because we think to ourselves, well, we could have given this opportunity to somebody else. There could have been somebody else who deserved this opportunity more. For every 10 students that we reject at application stage, 5 of them could be the best students, but we've missed out on them. So you don't want to start off on the wrong footing. You know, knowledge is absolutely key. My rule of 30 minutes a day. As the saying goes, tiny drops of water makes an ocean. Don't begin to try to cram it all in a week to the interview or a day before the interview. Kind of like what we do when it comes to exams. Don't do that. The job market is so competitive right now and going forward that you can't afford to take chances on valuable interview opportunities that you get. And so my rule is this: 30 minutes a day. When I was trying to get in, 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day to researching and reading up on the industry and the role or the job that I was trying to get. 30 minutes a day. Wake up every day, and in the morning, if you're a morning person, in the afternoon, if you're taking a break from studies, or in the evening, but whatever you do, make every day pay tribute to the goal, to the career aspiration that you have. And the reason knowledge is also so key is because the irresistible students, they are not seeing it as I'm just preparing for an interview. No. They have a longer term focus of view in mind. They know that the preparation that they are doing now isn't just for an interview, it's for their long-term career. To become a CEO, to become a partner in a law firm, a managing director in a bank, to become the chief financial officer of major corporate organizations. They know that this preparation is not just for an interview, it's for my long-term future career. So it's a joy to prepare now. because they can see themselves a long while away, further down their career path. Okay?